Hello my friends, Mike here with Mike's Wilderness. It's let's see, August 12th, and it's about 4 in the afternoon, and I'm going to do some camping here at the Cascade River State Park, and thought I would bring you guys along on the adventure. This is up on the North Shore Drive, Highway 61, and over to my right here, through the trees, if it wasn't so foggy, you could see Lake Superior. But anyway, for today, we're just going to check out the Cascade River, Cascade Falls, and a lot of other things. And I'm going to see if I can get a patch, and we'll go from there. So that's it for now. Mike with Mike's Wilderness. Welcome along, and we'll see you in a bit. Just here at the entrance of the state park, just wanted to show you these beautiful rose apples. I think there's going to be a lot of them that we're going to find throughout our adventure, but man, there's a good crop of it here on all of these wild roses, and I think it would make a really fine tea. There's a lot of pectin in those apples. These are so large. I never see them quite that big, but maybe we'll get a chance to taste some of those and let you know later. Yeah, a lot of good stuff here. Oh, look at that. There's even more of them down here. Excellent. Wild rose. Oh my gosh. Ah. Yeah, there's plenty enough here to go around. And all perfectly ripe. That's good. All right, on to the next. Here is one really big mushroom near my campsite. I have no idea what it is, but it is pretty large. Hey guys, Mike here. Still in the Cascade State Park here in northern Minnesota, not far from Lake Superior, and just wanted to feature this wild edible right here. Don't have many of these in southern Minnesota. This is called the Thimble Berry, and I ate a few last night, so I don't have any ripe ones to show you, but this is what they look like, and the leaves, pretty cool, and they are so sweet and so delicious. I just might put some in my Cheerios tomorrow if I can find some more. But the Thimble Berry, it looks a little bit like a raspberry, but it's got much smaller berry buds within the flower itself. See if I can go to a macro, and I'll get you another picture after this. Thimble Berry. Pretty cool. Okay, my friends. Here is a plant I just wanted to show you up here, and you can find these in a lot of other locations, but this is white Baneberry, or doll's eyes. You see the little white berry with the black spot. That would be the pupil for the doll's eyes, and the leaves themselves are kind of jagged along the margins, and this is identified in the Wild Berries and Fruits by Teresa Maroney as a poisonous berry, so they're not edible. In fact, it says in the corner here, toxic. I think I can get focused on that, but yes, anyway, white baneberries are doll's eyes, right here in the Cascade State Park here. Interesting. Kind of fun to come across these and to use a book to identify them. Anyway, gonna carry on. Here's a little bit of a stream coming through the backside of the campground, and it's wild water, and could probably be collected and used for drinking and cooking and such, but it's flowing pretty good here. And right here next to this log is, of all things, jewelweed, way up here in northern Minnesota. So you can find a lot of commonality for plants. I'll try to bring you some more common ones as we keep going along. But yeah, the jewelweed. Here's another thing that's kind of interesting. This is a a maple tree. It is a moose maple, common up here in the northeast portion of Minnesota. Let's take a little closer look at the leaf itself. Again, kind of jagged along the margins and has a typical shape of a maple leaf. Another name for it is a mountain maple, but they're called moose maples up here because they commonly grow in areas where moose habitat. It's good for moose. Haven't seen any, but they like to live under the canopy of other distinct trees like these poplars, the aspen, and the birch that we have here. But I just thought it was kind of fun to find a different kind of maple tree. That's kind of cool. Well, my friends, here we are at the Cascade Falls on the Cascade River, and as usual, it's looking as beautiful as ever. A lot of good water running. I know as a kid when we used to see the falls up here in northern Minnesota, it always looked root beer brown. Thought we were going to be swimming in root beer, but that's not the case. But that is just absolutely gorgeous. Short little hike up here to see the falls, and then it drops down into this portion of the river headed on its way to the Lake Superior. And yeah, we'll go visit a little bit more of it here. Okay. Here's got another view of the same falls. Just thought I'd show you from the top side. Beautiful. Very frothy. We do have a lot of hikers on the trail today, but I was walking along, saw this red, beautiful rose apple, and just had to stop and show you. Wild roses are found just all over the place, and this one just might get eaten by me. So anyway, before it gets plucked, I wanted to show you what they look like, red and ripe, and good to eat or make tea with. There's another little more immature one on the side here that's yellow, but that red one is just awesome, and I'm going to pluck it and eat it. Wild rose. More of the Cascade Falls. This is from the bridge. Absolutely gorgeous. Gotta get a few seconds of this quick. So. Yeah, nice place to hike. A lot of up and down hills, but worth it. Every minute of it, worth it. And this is looking over the bridge and down the river, Cascade River, towards Lake Superior. What a beautiful gorge. So happy to have hiked up here. This, my friends, is one of the reasons I like getting into the outdoors. This is why it's Mike's Wilderness, because I get a chance to discover it the way I really want to see it. And there you go. Well, my friends, you know, I was talking about how it looks like root beer, and here's a little sign that explains why does the river look like root beer. The brown water and foam make the Cascade River look like root beer. Is the river polluted? No. The brown color comes from the water that drains out of the swamps and bogs into the river, and the decaying organic matter in the swamps and bogs creates humic acid. This is what colors the water brown. The foam comes from the water tumbling over the rocks and waterfalls. The aerated water with the humic acid and natural organic material or matter causes the foam. Some of the dark color comes from the iron deposits located along the river's course. How do we know it's not pollution? Because there isn't any development along the 17 miles of the Cascade River. The root beer look of the Cascade River comes from all natural ingredients. I like it. Okay, there you go. Okay, this is some kind of evergreen with very flat leaves. It doesn't appear to be, it's probably some sort of cedar. I guess I'm going to have to look it up. But the interesting thing is as I'm in macro mode here, is these nodules of what do you call it, sap dripping out of the tree, and it is sticky and would probably work for medicinal purposes. I noticed down here there's kind of a boring of some sort. I don't know if that's done by an animal or what, but all these little nodules of sap on what appears to be some kind of a cedar tree. I am going to have to look this up. Flat leaves, and yeah, okay. A lot of these little guys along the trail, chipmunks. Fun. They're pretty brave little buggers. Anyway, we just heard reports from a couple of hikers that there's a bear in the area, so we're going to keep our eyes open, see if we can see him up on the hill. Gotta love it. Well, little lull in the noise here. Hopefully it's not too windy, but on the shores of Lake Superior here, having a little lunch. And yeah, kind of nice. And this is right near the Cascade Lodge, looking out, hearing the waves break along the shore, and just enjoying the ambiance. Very nice. Gonna go do a little exploring. All right, on with the adventure. Hello my friends. Off on a little side adventure here. Went up to the Gunflint trail and just running up north a little ways. This might be a little too windy. We'll see. But anyway, this is a little side lake, a little pond. Looks like there's a beaver home out there. And really nice place to possibly see a moose or something. Yeah, I see a little bit of kind of track down there, but who knows if it's ever used. Not a lot of traffic on the road. One truck just went by, but just had to stop and take a look and see what we could find. Anyway, back to the adventure. Bye. Well, my friends, this is the last campfire of the trip. And looking pretty special. Nothing beats a good campfire for camping. We've got about 65 degrees. It's going to be a nice evening to go get some sleep. My tent is nice and comfy, as is my sleeping bag and my mattress. And yeah, can't say I've got a whole lot to complain about, but this has been great to get away and have some time in this state forest, or state park rather. Anyway, gotta get washed up and get the hay. All right, catch you in the morning.